And as you had two cracking home wins, now you've got to take that form on the road.
Yes, we will. We will try to do. Like I said, it's all about progress, improvement, and I'm sure that we've seen that. It's down to us to keep going and keep improving in the areas we know we have to still improve. Yes, two good wins, important wins for us, but we know what's coming. It's a very tough month, very tough opposition, and we know that if we don't carry on with that progress, it's going to be difficult.
You surely would have settled for where you are now. I don't know if you look at the league table, but would you have settled for where you are now, taking over, starting the season?
At the moment, yes. I cannot hide from that. But league table, that's something we shouldn't be looking at. Obviously, it's beginning of the season. What we are always focused is the way we are doing, the way we are improving the team, the way we are learning the game. And that is what is going to take us to where we want to be. But yes, the table is the table. They say the table never lies, but it's a lot of games to go, and there are things we know, we are aware that we have to improve, and that's what I am focused on.
You don't draw games. You either win or you lose it. Do you think that's because you're still putting everything together, waiting for stuff to gel, or is it the way things are and it's going to be a roller coaster for the rest of the season?
Now we are looking to consistency as well, but consistency doesn't mean that you have to draw games. I think I would like to be consistently winning games. That's what we are. I think we are all, as a coaches, we are looking for. That's what in what I believe as well. I believe if you play to win, if you get a draw here and there, sometimes you get a bad defeat. But the principle is that you are always looking to win and not to get a point here and there. Obviously, we know that a point is also very important when you're looking to get points on board and looking forward. But yes, that's probably our approach is always how can we win this game, and yes, but I'm sure and hopefully those draws will come and they will be very well welcomed for sure.
Valley Parade is one of the big grounds. Bradford are one of the big clubs in the division. Your youngsters prepared for that?
Yes, they have to, and that's why they are here as well. Is to expose them to those type of grounds and crowds, and that can only improve them, and then they will be facing that as a test, as a step forward. And yes, they just have to play their football, be focused in what they are doing, and then obviously, that energy from the crowd, they can only utilize that to play even better.
Where are all these goals coming from for Aaron Wilding? Are you surprised by the amount of goals he scored? What have you said to him about that?
No, I'm not surprised. I guess when the year he got promoted, he scored around 10 goals, I guess. So obviously, I've told him his target is to go beyond that this season, and he's such an important and nice person, an important player for us and for the club, and excellent character. And again, on him and Clarkey, I was spot on when I named them captains. So yeah, just happy for him, and yeah, hopefully things go well for him, and yeah, he will help us to move forward.
So you felt there were double figures in him before you started the season?
Yes, I don't hide. I like players like him. He's very technical. Got that craft for the goal, for the final third movement, and yes, I could see that straight away. And yeah.
We know Matt Baker won't be around for Monday. Will you have anybody back from injury?
Yeah, we are still assessing Clark. Clark is in the final period of his of his recovery. We still have 2 days to assess him and see how he are. But he's looking good now at the moment, and again, being a captain, obviously, is someone very important for us as well.
Do you think the defence have missed him, that experience?
Definitely. We unfortunately saw that in a bad way. But also looking to the positives again, it just gave an opportunity and chance for others to be exposed in those atmospheres and difficulties of the game, and that only make them improve. And it's that improvement and progress that we are always looking for. And the fact that he was not there, obviously, was not good for us. He could not help others, the youngsters, but they learned as well when he was not there.
Are you pleased to be back in the back four, though? That's something you wanted in pre-season. I know you probably you can have wing backs if you need to use them, but being in the back four, do you think that's good for what you want to do for them?
Yes, definitely. And I think on that period I also said something like this. I'm not attached to any system as long as I feel it's right for the players we've got. I just need, as a coach, my job is to make sure I get things right, and on that is to assess what type of players I've got, and obviously putting everything together in terms of injuries and period of the season and I felt on that moment that was the right thing to do. But let's say, I think your question is if I like to play with a back five. Of course not, because a lot of reasons which I'm not going to say here. But yes, a line of 4 defenders allow you to do a lot of more things moving forward and looking forward. Yes, that's why probably the draw is always a problem to come, but because it's more an attacking setup, I would say.
And in the system in recent weeks, Bryn Morris has been very important to that. His role, how impressed have you been with how he's been in?
Yeah, I knew he's a good player. He's another player we are lucky to have in this club, and such a good character as well. Works hard and leads as well by the example. I've mentioned Wildig and Clark as being captains, but he's another one, and Shane, and there's a lot of others. So we're lucky to have these boys around, and they are important, and the way they lead the youngsters as well in the training sessions and on the pitch is such a good thing to see. And Bryn obviously is improving as well, and he's enjoying his football. We can see clearly, but he's also got a good players around him that help him to perform the way he is. So I guess you don't play that level alone, and yes, it's just good period, but we have to keep going. We have to make sure when we play, we've got a clear idea what we want to do, and he helps me to put on the pitch what we want to see.
Because it is about, in that role, you've got to be brave on the ball, and you want the ball all the time if you're to
yes, yeah, definitely. You have to be brave, and you have to be disciplined as well. And he brings that into the team. But we've also got other players who can do that. It's just managing him. We have to understand what you've got. Such a young players like Noah, like Antwi, and they're all young. They're all, even Spellman. They're all getting a feel of the league, of the intensity, and it's just, we have to work with them to make sure they can keep up with the level, with the fitness, but they are progressing well. They are progressing.